Hi everybody, great Monday to you. What you're looking at right now is a photograph of a sponsored ad placed there by the San Francisco Chronicle. It boosts an article written by the SFGate in attacking Berkeley Councilmember Ben Bartlett 3 years ago. Why now? Because Councilmember Bartlett happened to be running for Alameda County Supervisor. How did I discover this? I happened to see it and noted that it was a Google AdWords post. I know Google AdWords. I know how to make them. So what did I do? I went to look at the source, and as you can see in this photograph, it explains that it is Hearst Communications DBA, doing business as 46 Mile. 46 Mile, as you see in this photograph, is the online marketing and reputation management arm of Hearst Communications. It is the latest version of Hearst Media Services, something many people have never heard of, which has for years taken on the same activity. The biggest problem here is that when I brought this to the attention of Marek, SFGate.com Executive Director, on Twitter, he blocked me. Blocking, I take as the sincerest form of flattery and also admission of guilt. He could have said, we didn't do that, that wasn't the intent. But indeed, it was the intent. You see, Mr. Marek's organization has a habit of attacking Black public figures via SFGate publications and methods. They did this to Matt Horn of Horn Barbecue, even to the point of, from a DMCA copyright standpoint, illegally using the posted Instagram photo that Matt made of his burned Horn Barbecue. Never gave them permission to use it. Marek is representing legal interests in running SFGate. Okay, maybe not illegal, but definitely unethical. This just how happens to occur on the very day that the Supreme Court is arguing the legality of Section 230 in court. What is Section 230? If it remains in place, it will allow us to have free speech ability, but if it's taken away, then content like what SFGate did could be regulated. Maybe that's a good thing, but I digress. The bottom line is SFGate took action against Horn Barbecue in very much the same way, putting out article after article, 5 reporters mentioning to a great degree or to a small degree Matt Horn's alleged financial improprieties without bothering to dig for the truth. The amount of money I calculated they made from that in ad revenue was far less than the labor cost of the 5 writers they hired to focus on Matt Horn, which means, yes, that's right, the content was paid for by a client. Stephen Schwartz, once a friend of mine, still a friend, just haven't talked to him in some time, recently noted that the editorial content portion of the news product for Hearst Corporation. Stephen is Hearst's CEO, by the way, but when I met him, he was head of the news division and arguably got his major league promotion based on the 26 million page views I generated for City Brights, the area of the news division he was most proud of, for obvious reasons. Wasn't performing as well from a revenue standpoint as he would like. Now, because of that, because ad revenues were not generating exactly what was expected or desired, and still arguably aren't, by Mr. Schwartz's own admission, Hearst Corporation publications have resorted to more digital, electronic, hybrid ways of gaining revenue. This is one of them, making this content for clients and then being hired to boost negative content for clients in this instance during an election. This flies in the face of anything the Society of Professional Journalists would allow. I say I'm a blogger, not a journalist. But the simple fact of the matter is the guardrails for journalists are there. This is not the kind of activity SFGate should be engaged in, or Hearst Corporation. Not only that, SFGate has never had a black public official in its stead to run its organization, someone who understands the politics of the area, someone who's well-versed enough multiculturally to make a difference, someone who's black. The closest they had was Alana Gwynn when I was on City Brights, but as the editor told me there when I asked why Alana was hired, the first words out of his mouth to me were, well, she's attractive, she's really cute, I think she's half black and half Vietnamese. Those are the first words out of this person's mouth. And I'm not going to drop that name right now. SFGate must improve. SFGate must not allow itself this look. SFGate should not be involved in the illegal takedown of a good citizen in Berkeley in the East Bay, and that is Ben Bartlett. This is not the right move for media. This should not be allowed. There should be guardrails that effectively block it. With that, I say, Mr. Marek is a loyal, dedicated Golden Bear, as am I. So from that perspective, I say this: Go Bears. Thank you.